Little tip of the day from Doug, retail store extraordinaire.
My wife gets upset with me because we'll come out here and sit down, and in 5 minutes I'm up puttering. She's like, can't you just sit down? But to me, it's therapy.
You have the 5 parts of the beautiful pond ecosystem. The rocks and gravel on the bottom, so all the bacteria colonies grow in there. You have the plants to help remove the nutrients. You have the fish down there. You have the mechanical filter on one side, the biological filter on the other side, so the filtration system. And then the 5th part, the right size pump and the right size plumbing. All in balance.
I'm around a lot of smart guys that know.
Welcome to living the Aquascape lifestyle. And there he is. I should have seen the fountainscape. Nice neighborhood, beautiful house, buddy. All of the kids were waving to me walking to school as I'm driving around in the YouTube van. My wife wouldn't be caught dead in it, but the kids like it. How you doing, Doug?
Good to see you.
So this is Doug from our store. How long have you been working at Aquascape?
4th season.
Are you serious? Okay, so I'm assuming that you became a hobbyist and then got the job at Aquascape.
Exactly.
You see, this is how I learn about people that work for me. I go vlog their ponds. No idea that you were working for 4 years. I'm Greg Wittstock, the Pond Guy. This is my channel, Greg Wittstock, the Pond Guy, and it's all about showcasing how semi-retired guys live the Aquascape lifestyle. So I'm learning about your journey with Aquascape and water features. So what is it?
I would say semi-hobbyist. Got the cheaper stuff from the big box.
Sure.
Cleaned it every 2 weeks.
Oh, okay. How long ago was that?
About 14 years.
Oh, okay, so this is a while ago.
Yeah.
And then you discovered Aquascape because of your passion for water features.
Yeah.
You didn't give up.
Did not give up.
And we're happy that you didn't, because now you've got a beautiful water feature that I'm about to see, and semi-retirement job working a couple days a week at Aquascape.
Right.
Got a beautiful front porch, so you can sit out here and all the neighbors know you're the guy with the fountain.
We sat out on the front porch. We bought this house because of that field, watched the kids play, and then we built the pond, and we're never out front.
Right, because you're in the back. All right, let's go see the back. How long have you lived here?
14 years.
Okay, so right when you moved in here is when you put the water feature in. Oh, this is perfect, buddy. I would say this is as good as many certified Aquascape contractors, which is saying something. What was your career? You were in sales, right?
Software sales.
Software sales to Aquascape installation. I love it. And who is the gardener? Is that your wife or you or both of you?
Me.
Nice, dude. I am impressed. I'm as impressed with the landscaping as I am with the pond. So I'm assuming all of these fish came from Aquascape.
Every single one of them.
Dude, that is a gorgeous waterfall. How many times did you rebuild it to make it look that good?
3. This
Okay.
is the 3rd, and I would be remiss without mentioning Trevor. Trevor.
One of our tech agents came out the last time to help you, or what?
Yeah, I was stuck.
So this has been in here for how long now?
5 years ago.
Okay, so take our audience through this. What did the first waterfall look like? What did the second waterfall look like? We obviously are seeing what the third waterfall looked like.
My first go-round was pretty standard, and I had the waterfall up there and then a little stream, but it was a straight stream going down.
Didn't have a lot of twists and turns.
No twists and turns. And you know, it looked okay because you plan around it. If I would have never worked at Aquascape, I would have been satisfied.
Sure, but you saw a different.
I'm exposed to the best people in the world building ponds, so I took another crack at it, put a little bit more character with another fall and a little bit of a twist and turns, but I wanted something that meandered a little bit, that had a direction that went that way, so you could see it from the deck.
So okay, so the second iteration, and then the third iteration came in this year, I'm assuming? Or?
Yep, this late spring. I'm real happy with it.
Dude, it is spectacular. So what do people say that come over for the first time and see this? Because they're expecting to see that in this neighborhood, grass, and you have this. I mean, everybody that comes here, not a single person would not say something about the pond.
I'm surprised because I work at Aquascape and it's such a big part of me now that there's still so many people that aren't aware that you can do this, and they're dumbfounded and they love it.
I would imagine you spend a lot of time underneath this umbrella.
Yes, we do.
Well, it is spectacular. I love the fact that you did the gardening. I love all of the colors and the textures. First of all, a couple things about this. Look at the size of the berm. I say the berm is even a little bit bigger than the pond. Between that point there and that point there is probably 30 inches.
Yep.
And look at how beautiful and natural that looks at 30 inches. But if you look at the size of the pond, this is probably about, 15 feet across here, and this berm is probably 20 feet this way. Got a small retaining wall back here. And once again, I'm gonna point this out. Typical backyard, Doug's backyard. Which one do you prefer? And Doug did this himself, although 3 times to get it right. But what a joy this has gotta be for you to tend to the flowers. And I'm wondering how much time weeding and the landscape is versus the pond.
Oh, the landscape is definitely more.
So the landscaping takes more attention because of all the flowers and the weeding and everything, then the ecosystem pond that gets filtered with a biological filter on one side, the biofalls, the skimmer that you have to empty, but not a lot of leaves and debris back here. So once a week in the summer, every couple days in the fall for a couple weeks, and that's it, right?
Yeah, this isn't work, this is therapy.
You're right, you're out there playing in the gardens. I love this up in the edge because that's properly hiding a biofalls. Not only do you have the soil up to it, you don't have it, mounted up like you did before, which is more of the volcano, but then you have the water hyacinths, which are part of the filter. So that is the filter. You don't see a drum or a canister or anything sit next to it. That's the biofalls that filters it up there. I could tell by the water quality in full sun, you have the 5 parts of the beautiful pond ecosystem. You got the rocks and gravel on the bottom, so all the bacteria colonies grow in there. You have the plants to help remove the nutrients, the fish down there, the mechanical filter on one side, the biological filter on the other side, so the filtration system, and then the 5th part, the right size pump and the right size plumbing, all in balance.
I'm around a lot of smart guys that know.
The only thing that I would change, okay, you ready for this, Doug?
Yep.
Is add a fire element just like I have. Get a fire element and you have the complete therapeutic area. And then the other thing too about this is I like a stepping rock in here a little. You can step into the pond a little bit. Your kids are older now, right? They're not as young as they used to be, but someday you're gonna have grandkids and they're gonna love coming out here and seeing Grandpa's pond. There's nothing that you could put in a yard that draws as much attention as a water feature.
We had my son's high school graduation party this year, so all the family's over and all of the nieces and nephews, boom.
Yeah, exactly. They just come right to it because water's a magnet for kids.
Yeah.
And then you got the fake stump over here that hides all the electrical. And do you have an auto doser and an ion gen?
Underneath.
Let me see that. So for people that are wondering how to properly take care of things, look at that. So there's the automatic doser right in there. So once a month or so, you put in the new bacteria bag?
Yep, there's my smart hub for my lights.
Yep, so that you can control the underwater lights off of your phone. So basically you just open this up, replace the bag in here for the auto doser, which helps keep the bacteria colonizations, which you get that clear water. The skimmer, you've got the white fine filter pad to catch small debris. So every week or so you have to wash that out, right?
Yep.
And that is it. And that is the low maintenance ecosystem. And then you do a spring clean out to start it up every year, right?
Exactly.
So spring clean out to start it out, drain the water, replace the water that's been, because you turn the waterfalls off for the winter, I'm assuming keep a hole open in the ice, or?
Last year I kept it running all year. I haven't decided what I'm gonna do this year.
The only challenge with keeping a pond that isn't gigantic running all year is you do have to add water sometimes in the winter. Evaporation and more for like ice, right?
Yep.
This is a great plant, by the way. I love the burgundy color too.
Yeah. You know what one that I love? This is from Aquascape. No, I'll break this. These leaves, look what they do in the fall. They change to fall colors.
Yeah, that's cool. So it's a tropical plant.
Tropical
so
plant from October. It looks like made for October plant.
Well, I want to challenge you to put a picture of it on the Living the Aquascape lifestyle on Facebook.
I'll do it.
Of the fall colors of this. It's therapy for you, like you said. You don't have to work. You want to work because you enjoy helping people live the Aquascape lifestyle at work, right?
My wife gets upset with me because we'll come out here and sit down, and in 5 minutes I'm up puttering. She's like, can't you just sit down? But to me, it's therapy.
There is nothing that you can put in the landscape that will draw people outside the way a water feature will. And I would imagine that that is hours and hours and hours and hours and hours of therapy in your backyard.
Yep, it is.
Hey, we got a doodle, and then we got a golden, a small golden, and then we got the wife. The one who was on the conference call when we walked in.
Oh, yeah.
So this is really Doug's passion, the pond,
Right.
and you just kind of enjoy sitting here and relaxing, because I asked who the gardener was, and he said it was him.
It's technically my pond.
Oh, okay.
He built it for me. Yeah.
Oh, very nice. Well, now I see what you see in him.
But no, he does all the work. This is all him, not me.
And Jennifer works from home, so there are days like today where she'll
I'll
bring
sit
her.
out here. Yeah.
I would imagine that when you're on a conference call and people see this over your shoulder, they're like, what resort are you at?
Yes.
And how do the dogs like it?
You know, they've never gone in it. We did have our
Even the golden, huh?
our old golden went in it once.
So who's older here? Yeah, they both look young.
Yeah, she's 3 and she's just 9 months.
So you replaced an old golden with the new guy. How long ago did you lose the golden?
February.
So this year.
Yeah.
So I lost my favorite best buddy, Buckeye, my golden doodle. Buckeye was half poodle, believe it or not, and Buckeye loved two things. He loved the backyard and sitting around my pond, and he loved going to Aqualand and getting loved on by 100 people every single
I
day.
bet he did.
Good tip. Show us your tip, Doug.
So a lot of times I'll get in there because walking around makes the water clear if you walk around.
Yeah, yep.
Other days I don't have time to get in there. So I use this, which is great because I can go all the way down to the bottom and get the whole stalk.
Right. And then you could trim up your lilies exactly how you want them to be able to have enough lilies and enough surface area to see the fish.
Yep.
Little tip of the day from Doug, retail store extraordinaire teammate.
One thing I'm kind of proud of, besides these rocks, fat old man who goes with a dolly.
You know what I like about that is the fact that you did it. You did it 3 times and got it right. I always say to people, if they want to save money, hire a certified Aquascape counter because the amount of time and energy. But if it's a hobby and you enjoy it, it's going to be therapy for you, then do it yourself. You might have to do 3 times to get it looking right, or 4 times, but it's therapy. And I'm going to tell you, on a scale of 1 to 10, for a hobbyist built pond, I'm giving it a 10, buddy. A 10 out of 10. Why don't you comment below what you like about Doug's water feature and what you love about this hobby. What I get so inspired about all of the time is seeing how people live the aquascape lifestyle, including guys who have second jobs or second careers working at a place like Aquascape. If you're interested in a career building water features, check out the link below for the Aquascape Academy, which we're going on all winter, and the Aquascape University. We have so many training opportunities, and if you're interested in saving money and hiring a certified Aquascape contractor to get you living the aquascape lifestyle, check out the link below to find a certified aquascape contractor by you. I love my job.